Great Collectibles here for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the 2022 Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine, part of the X-Men Retro Wave. The costume is accurate to how Wolverine appeared in the front cover of Uncanny X-Men number 275, which features the whole team in a unified X-Men team uniform. The art is done by Jim Lee. This is the reason why it appeals to most collectors who grew up reading the X-Men comics from the 90s. The packaging for this figure is a retro card back, and you can see the figure with all of its accessories. This is a homage to the first X-Men action figures by Toy Biz. From the card back packaging, you can see he has an alternate head and a pair of alternate closed fist hands. The art is done by David Nakayama, and he has been the artist for most of the Marvel Legends packaging. Wolverine leaping out is actually the same pose that he did in the 1991 Nintendo Entertainment System game Wolverine. This art is by Jim Lee, and it is the same art for Wolverine issue number 27, again by Jim Lee. The read-up on the back says Wolverine suits up with a new X-Men team to take on the world's greatest threat to mutantkind. For this Wolverine, we get two new head sculpts. First, we have the neutral expression head sculpt wherein we can see his blue eyes. His hair does not have any shading, it's all black. In terms of the claws, we have this flimsy claws. Even out of the packaging, it's not in the proper position. As you can see here, the packaging did say we get classic claws, so it is the flimsy old claws. In terms of the belt, it's a brand new red belt. It's a removable piece. In terms of the straps on his body, it's all glued in, so it's not loose like the old Marvel Legends figures. We get a pair of closed-faced alternate hands and an alternate head of Wolverine, which is angry but not shouting. In terms of the fist, you can see that the holes wherein the claws comes out, it is painted silver and it is sculpted. In terms of the elbows and knees of this figure, they are pinless. This costume is made popular by the Uncanny X-Men number 275 cover, which features the whole team in this yellow and blue costume. This costume made a first appearance in the prior issue, Uncanny X-Men number 274, where the team confronts Deathbird. Unfortunately, I cannot pose Wolverine with the rest of the team because those figures with the unified costume has yet to be released. In our online Australian shop, they are scheduled to be released on May 2023. We also don't have a Hasbro Marvel Legends Deathbird, which the team fought wearing these uniforms. This team uniform lasted for 4 issues, starting from Uncanny X-Men 274 to 277. In terms of the back, you can see the butterfly joints, which gives him a good range of articulation. This is the typical Wolverine body, just retooled with pinless joints. Here we can see the claws. They are not exiting from the painted silver holes, which is disappointing. Again, it's a classic claw. It was never upgraded. Here we can see it besides those other Wolverine figures that have gone before him, which has this classic flimsy claws. As you can see, we have the Weapon X and the Wolverine from the Love Triangle 3-pack. The better claws came later with the House of X Wolverine and the X-Force Wolverine, wherein it's a more firm and stable claw. The Hot Claws Wolverine has this as well, but in terms of the claws exiting from a hole, it doesn't show those sculpted exit hole like this Wolverine has. The better claws that I've seen so far in terms of 112 is the Mezco style. Here we can see how well sculpted and well designed the claws of Old Man Logan is. And in terms of the anime, like the Japanese style kinds of claws, we have here the Mafex Wolverine in brown costume. Again, it's rather large claws, but it's okay because different artists draw Wolverine in different ways. I tried to copy the pose of the packaging wherein Wolverine is sleeping out, but you can see he doesn't have an open mouth or yelling head sculpt. We only have this head sculpt wherein he is like angry, but still it's a closed mouth. You can use the Hot Claws Wolverine alternate head wherein it is screaming. The only difference is he doesn't have blue eyes. As per Marvel.com, Wolverine has blue eyes. For this Hot Claws alternate head, we have brown eyes, but it works well with this particular new body because there is no need to match a flesh tone because the body does not have any flesh showing up. In terms of height, the action figure is 14.5 centimeters or 5.71 inch tall. According to the X-Men trading card, he is 5 feet 3 inches tall, making this figure taller than its 1/12 scale height conversion. Some size comparison beginning with the Mezco 1/12 Old Man Logan and Mafex Wolverine, all 6-inch scale. Next we have Wolverine, Laura, and Captain Kate. Next we have the other figures in this retro wave. We have Multiple Man, Spiral, and Avalanche. Next we have Longshot from the Mojo World 4-pack set. And we have the Dark Phoenix from the Toys R Us 2-pack. Next we have other Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Blue Team members, Cyclops, Jubilee, Rogue, and Beast. Next we have Hasbro Marvel Legends Omega Red, Apocalypse from the retro wave, Mr. Sinister, animated series Mystique, and Silver Samurai. Next we have taller 7-inch scale figures, Marvel Select. We have Colossus, Juggernaut, Psylocke, Sabretooth, Rogue, and Gambit. The Uncanny X-Men 275 costume was an opportunity for Hasbro to release their new pinless body for every shape of character that we have. First up is Wolverine. So we have the Wolverine body mold, which we will see for the next few years. I assume it would be not long before we see a tiger stripe Wolverine or the brown costume Wolverine in this particular body mold. Still missing is Deathbird, which is a key character in the story where they have this costume. In terms of the classic claws, which are very flimsy, I wish that they never use this again because it's really terrible and hard to pose. Thank you for watching. I hope you check out my other reviews in this channel. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.